everybody. As you can tell by Mr. Skeleton waving there on the back of Jeff's Razor, that we are back at Dumont Dunes and we are doing a close to Halloween ride. This was October 21st of 2022, and yes, we're with Connie and Jeff. As you can tell, not starting you off traditionally, from the campsite leading into the dunes. And that was due to some technical difficulties. In other words, Heather was stupid and thought she had the GoPro running, and she didn't. Didn't really miss anything because we didn't even hit the dunes on the way out. We went and checked on Connie and Jeff's geocaches that are out there. So at this point, we're going to start off from the North Pole. This is going to be a very quick video, very quick trip, and you're going to see why at the very end. So stay tuned for that. But sit back and watch us tear it up at Dumont Dunes. So you probably just heard me say that the Can-Am wasn't like it in four-wheel drive. On this trip, being that it had been 8 months since we had been out here and the sand was more fresh, after talking with Connie and Jeff and Jamie and figuring out that most of them use four-wheel drive, I decided I was going to try four-wheel drive, and as you can tell, the Can-Am's not really liking it. I'm really squirrely, so don't know how long I'm going to stay with using the four-wheel drive. And the other thing I want to bring up is I'm doing a little bit different camera views like that right there, to kind of give you guys a little bit more perspective on just how sideways we get and how steep some of these dunes are. So instead of keeping the radiator relocate straight, I'm keeping the horizon straight, and you're going to see the radiator relocate move up and down, forward and back, and stuff like that. So let me know how you guys feel about that, whether you think it shows the perspective more, or whether you want me to go back to the way I was doing it before. What I like to call a brain fart. My brain could not remember 3 little letters: EPS, electronic power steering. I mean, really, it just would not come to me. But anyways, I was just trying to figure out if it was my EPS got changed or if it was just the fact that I was in four-wheel drive that was making me so squirrely. But you're also going to notice that I am a lot more cautious this go around. Like right there, I decided to back out last second because I watched Connie slide right across that dip right there, and y'all know how I feel about that. I mean, it's been 8 months since we've been out there. We've only been out there one other time, and the dunes have changed. The sand's a lot softer. There's a lot more razorbacks now, so I get so cautious that I am practically scaring myself stupid. And you're going to see what I'm talking about in just a few minutes. Okay, I wasn't exactly scared stupid, but it was enough to stop me dead in my tracks. I wasn't going across it. And Jeff leads us out, keeps us on the lower half of the dune. So not a lot of high stuff right now. But again, I changed the camera angle. As you can see, Jamie was still getting pretty high up there. And I started getting a little bit higher. Like I said, change that camera angle because I just wanted you guys to see a little bit different perspective. Again, like right there, you can see, how we get a little bit more sideways. So again, let me know what you guys think about that. I know, I screwed up this whole video by not doing any of the big dunes. But I was keeping this section in here just to show you guys how rough the lower sections were. I was still shocked, because the upper dunes were nice and soft and fluffy. But once you started getting down towards the bottom, they were rough. And of course, hubby decided he was going to try to pass me right there. I don't think so. As you can tell, we're heading towards my favorite section, so let's see if Jeff takes us to Comp Hill. I'm not gonna lie, I was terrified to do this right here. I mean, look at that sand slide. That's what I'm calling it anyways. It looks like a mini avalanche, but it's sand, and it was because Connie and Jeff both broke that crust, so it kind of slid down the hill. Needless to say, I did it, and I'm fine. So I think the GoPro battery died at this point, and as you can tell, we were starting off from the campsite this time. And now we have Wayne with us in the sand rail dune buggy. As you can tell, he's going across right at the top. He's leading. And then we got Jeff, Connie, me, and the hubby is behind me. So these are the little finger dunes that come off the front before we hit the main dunes. And we're going to start heading that way. And that's usually a telltale sign that, it's pretty steep. So instead of taking that chance, I decided I'm going to go try to find a different route. And it's a good thing because Wayne told us later on that if we would have tried to go over that with them, we definitely would have ate it. There was no way we could have done that on four-wheelers. So at this point, I'm just trying to find my way over this baby dune without any razors and catch back up to them. And you just caught a glimpse of Connie going right back over it there on the left. Apparently, they were looking for us, not realizing we crossed over, so they crossed back over. And I know the other side's just as steep of a drop-off, so at this point, we're waiting to see if they might pop over again because they didn't see us on the other side. So, no, we're just going to go ahead and turn around and see if we can find them and find a way back over. So we found them. They're all up there playing on that dune, so we're just sitting here trying to figure out, if we're supposed to follow them or if they're coming back down or, what was going on. So we eventually get back in line and you'll actually hear me talk about, am I just scaring myself, at this point. So way to unscare myself was hit one of these steep hills and just start trying to get over it because I was doing it before and damn it, I'm gonna do it again. Because I was doing the whoops and staying right along there with my hubby, and then he has to show off and show me how he can fly across them. out right there. I know we came down it at some point, but I couldn't remember what the other side looked like, so I wasn't taking that chance. As you can tell, right there on the right is Comp Hill, and I'm going to cut this section out because it is so rough that it's just jarring the GoPro around. So as you can tell, we don't go up Comp Hill right now. Instead, we're going to cut through it. All I see is flat open desert in front of me, so you know what that means. I feel the need for speed. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Not only am I going to catch all of them, but I'm going to pass them. I am in complete and utter shock that I did not yell out, "Eat my dust!" But I didn't. I should have, but I didn't. At that point, the hubby was asking how fast I got the Can-Am up to, and like I told him, I didn't even look, honestly. My record is 75. So I was probably 70, 65, 70, right through there. So, not sure. So while everybody was just sitting down there talking, I decided, the best way to get over my fear of doing all these hills and dunes again was just to go out and practice and play. actually looked at the speedometer when I came flying across, I decided I was going to hit it again and see just how fast I could get it on the flats. First time today that we have made it to Comp Hill, and I actually get to play around. It's not going to last very long because unfortunately the GoPro battery dies again. And like I said earlier in the beginning of the video, we end up cutting this trip very short, and you're going to see why in just a few minutes. As you can tell, for once we're going across and not straight up. And did you see Connie way the hell up there? It's amazing how high she can get that little ace. can tell a whole bunch of people just took off over there to the right, and just trying to figure out where everybody's going, what lines they're taking, stuff like that. Just trying to be more aware of where everybody's going to be. There's the hubby over to the left. See his headlight right there? Yep, he took off same time I did, so we were coming up Comp Hill about the same time. So this was my last run up Comp Hill in this video. Like I said earlier, GoPro battery dies again, so I'm technically ending our video here. Again, let me know what you guys think about changing the camera angle, whether you like to see the radiator relocate moving, or whether you want me to go back to what I was doing. But anyways, as you saw, this is what we woke up to the next morning. At this point, we were already packing up. That's what the noise is the air mattress deflating. But we woke up to 50, 60, 70 mile an hour gusts on top of sustained winds. It was horrible. So we decided, we weren't going to hang out for that. We were going to pack up and leave. And wouldn't you know, a couple hours later, it cleared right on up. But we had already left. So, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.